it's Miss Becca. I have today's book, and I thought we'd take a break from our bugs and insect theme that we were doing, and we'd read a book just for fun, since it's Fun Friday. So I chose one of my favorite books. This is Skippyjon Jones by Judy Schachner. Skippyjon Jones is a very silly cat, and it's one of my favorite books, so I hope you enjoy it. Every morning, Skippyjon Jones woke up with the birds. And this did not please his mamma at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mamma Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry, and Mrs. Doohiggy's bird bath." The lecture went on as usual. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse, not a grouse, not a moose, not a goose, not a rat, not a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippyjon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones, and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head." And on his way down to earth, from a gigantic big bounce, Skippyjon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippyjon Jones. What was that? So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua!" Back on land, Skippyjon Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippyjon Jones began to sing in a muy, muy soft voice. "Oh, my name is Capito Fresquito, and I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow, I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes, indeedo." Back in the kitchen, Jujubee Jezebel and Jillyboot Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippyjon come out of his room now, Mama?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippyjon wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down an old, lonesome desert road far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared in the dust. "Ay, caramba! Who goes there?" asked Skippyjon Jones. "We go by the name of Los Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Scapito, the greatest sword fighter," said Skippyjon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why the Mosquito, dude?" asked Poquito Tito. "I go incognito," said Scapito. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pintalito. "Si, I love mice and beans. said Skippyjo. He might be the dog of our dreams, whispered Rosalita. Perhaps, said Tia Mia, if he knows the secret password. Leaning toward Don Diego, Skippyjo half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Achoo Pichu! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Skippyjo. Then it's true, decreed Don Diego. Yippee yippito! It's the end of Alfredo Bezito. Skippyjo is here, we have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad Bambalito. And then all of the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Then they took a siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to some serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great Bambalito for Skippyjo to see. A hush grew over the chimichangos so great that one could hear a whisper drop. Alfredo Bezito, whispered the crowd. El blimpo Bambalito bandito. See, said Sopiquito Tito, the bandito steals our frijoles. Not your beans, cried Skippyjo, outraged. See, Poquito continued, red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly too. And now he comes for us, Poquito added. Poor Kay, asked Skippyjo, because we are full of the beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall in his most somber voice and declared, Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? Asked Skippyjo. The dude just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito. And you are the dog for the job. Me? Asked Skippyjo. Then all of the chimichangos turned towards Skippyjo, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippyjo had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Skippyjo, or it's you the bandito will eato, they cried. Skippyjo stood his ground, but his legs shimmered and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then, in a muy, muy soft voice, he said, My name is Capito Fresquito. I fear not a single bandito. But Alfredo Bezito flew straight for Skippyjo until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! Cried Skippyjo as he thrust his sword into the air. Suddenly, pop! Went the bandito, landing on Skippyjo's sword, and quicker than one could say Chihuahuas, cheese, and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bezito, the Bambalito bandito. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippee, yippee-do. Our hero is El Skippyjo. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. Back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippyjon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Bangito, crashito, popito, Skippyjo! Just in time to see the closet exploding. Out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippyjon Jones! Everyone cried. Mama Junebugs lifted Skippyjon and covered him with his head with furry purry kisses. "What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs?" she scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippyjon began to bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippyjon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that." "Say good night, Skippyjon Jones," called Mama. "Buenos noches, mis amigos," said Skippyjon Jones. I hope you guys liked the book. It's one of my favorites because Skippyjon Jones has such a great imagination. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye, friends.